What is going on out there, peeps? All right, so I haven't done a video on Vietnam lately because it's been a mixture of news, to be quite honest with you. But I just I got caught up in checking out a lot of their businesses. Again, I keep looking at Vietnam for long term investment. So I've been really tied up in reading a lot of these different types of investment programs that I think are really interesting. Real estate, without a doubt, is definitely a big deal there. And also, they're going to allow foreigners to come in and buy investment properties for tourism. It's actually not that expensive over there, man. It's crazy. And the place is absolutely stunning and beautiful. Anyways, let's get into the news a little bit. All right, you guys, real quick, you guys know I got Pimpy's Investment Chat. It's the same name as the YouTube channel. We talk about gold, silver, Vietnam dong, Iraqi dinar, as well as cryptocurrencies. The link will be in the description. It is free to come and join us. I have the hidden things in front of your eyes. This deals with current events as well as conspiracy things. 9/11 false flag events. There's actually been some UFO videos posted in it recently that just happened within the last couple of days. Okay, for those of you who do not watch my other videos but only watch these ones, Money Metal Exchange has reached out to me a little bit, and they're saying, hey, they found out I did $110,000 in sales from my group. That's right, you guys. Good Lord, that's a lot of money. But went to AppMix, and I got nothing for it. So they were just being real nice, and they said, look, at least get something. So if you go over and you call into Money Metal Exchange and you tell them that Pimpy sent you, or you come from Pimpy's Investment Chat, they will give you a special gift with your orders. Now, here's how it works for me. Every time you guys order something, well, not every time, on your first order, the first time you go there, they'll just send me one silver coin, and I'll take it. Okay, you guys? And for every $5,000 that you spent there, for every $5,000 in your first order only, they give me an additional coin. That's a lot of damn money. But the funny thing is, some of you guys got it. 3 of you ladies bought $10,000 worth of silver. That'd have been nice for me because I would have got first at 1 coin just for you going there, and then additional 2 coins for each 5,000. That would have been nice because I would have got 9 free ounce coins, man. But anyways, it doesn't matter if you go there. And here's the kicker: if you tell them you came from my group, if you say Pimpy sent me or Pimpy's Investment Chat when you call in, they'll give you this Paul Revere half-ounce coin. Now, it's half ounce, but it's still free silver. So that's not too shabby at all. So give them a call and just say, hey, I want to order some silver, however much it is. Pimpy sent me from Pimpy's Investment Chat. Great. And they'll give you this Paul Revere coin. Okay, that's the deal for our group here. So you guys, go on over there and look, it's free, man. You know what I mean? That's not too shabby at all. Let's get into what's going over there in Vietnam. Freaking man. All right, so Vinamilk. Every time we see Vinamilk, there's always something good happening to them. And obviously, they continue to do good. As usual, you guys know that what's going on in Vietnam is not the same situation as what's going on in Iraq. But both Iraq and Vietnam are 2 countries that I'm looking at short-term as well as long-term. So I do own Vietnam dong, and I'm anticipating something happening here real soon. I don't want to get all excited in the air, but we're starting to see a lot of interesting changes happen around the world. A lot of interesting things that are starting to look, I should say, appear to be this global currency reset. Anyways, Vinamilk sees revenues and profits both up despite the RONA. Despite the impact of the RONA, dairy products, Vinamilk's total revenues and profits for the first half of 2020 still rose 3 to 7% on the year despite what's going on. In the first 6 months of 2019, Vietnam dairy products, JCS is I'm guessing your ticker on this stock if you want to look into it, earned $14.6 trillion worth of Vietnam dong and a total revenue of $2.9 trillion worth of profit. So good deal in sales and good deals in profit. So Vinamilk, this isn't the first time we talked about them. This is like almost every month we hear a good report on them, and they continue to thrive despite the coronavirus, all right? Modest earnings growth this year was attributed to the downturn of income brought by the school milk program as schools were shut out to cope with the RONA. So here's the thing. If they're still doing good and school's out, what do you think's going to happen when school goes back in? I just wanted to throw that out there. So again, we just keep looking for things like this, things that show strong growth, things that help their economy grow. This is looking good. So again, we've seen a report similar to this when they did their first quarter. Vietnam records positive growth amid gloomy global forecast. So Vietnam's gross domestic product expanded 1.81% year on year during the first half of this year, the lowest 6-month growth pace since 2011, according to the General Statistics Office. Now, keep in mind, this isn't because of Vietnam. Vietnam was great, and they were all up and rocking and rolling. They just couldn't do businesses with other countries because other countries were in shutdown mode because of the RONA. As the government prioritizes the fight against the RONA over economic growth, a positive growth rate in January through June still indicates strong efforts by the government and society to maintain business operations while combating the RONA. All right, so the International Monetary Fund slashed its 2020 World Economic Growth forecast last week due to the pandemic. The IMF said it's expected the global economy to recede by 4.9% compared to 3% contractual previously forecasted for April, adding that the prediction is much worse than during the 2008 and 9 financial crisis. Well, like I told you, you ever notice how during these financial crises, magically we have a pandemic? I mean, when the hell was the H1N1? I think that was 2008 or 2009. And then all of a sudden, look, they're just using the pandemic as an excuse, or it's more like a pandemic, as an excuse to, justify the economy, the downturn. So anyways, Vietnam still continued to do good, but there's a couple other interesting things about it. BCG targets 31.3% growth in after-tax profits in 2020. So despite the RONA, these guys are expecting a forecasted budget. Our forecasted profit target. Bamboo Capital, the JSC, has set revenue after-tax profits at 1.913 trillion Vietnam dongs. That's 82.8 million. And 184.2 billion Vietnam dong and 7.9 million for this year, 24% and 31% higher than last year. And this is despite the coronavirus. I keep telling you guys, when I think about the Vietnam dong and what we need to get it up, that just really sounded bad. I'm talking about the value up of the Vietnam dong. Okay, good Lord. Sometimes this comes out of your mouth, you don't realize we're just saying it till it's there. But nonetheless, so for it to increase in value, we need the economy to be very strong, the dollar to be very strong. And of course, sooner or later, you're going to start seeing a retraction on the US dollar worldwide as we come out of this pandemic. Okay, so yeah, things are looking good over there. So I seen this older article, and it does make the point that we've spoken about many times in my videos. Is Vietnam safe as U.S. steps back from the China trade war? So China and the United States have just enacted an agreement this month that allows for the temporary truce in the 2-year trade war. From the point of view of Vietnam, one of the main nations caught in the middle, is the truce good or bad news for Vietnam? Well, obviously, with them slapping the pandemic on us, Vietnam's obviously still continuing to benefit from it. And they were benefited from it whenever the truce was, or whenever the war was going on. But not just them. Malaysia, Taiwan, Taiwan, Thailand, Singapore, Philippines, all those countries did, because a lot of other countries, our companies pulled out of China and went into these countries. And now, after what happened with this whole pandemic, people are pissed. Countries are pulling out their businesses everywhere. You guys heard me say it many a times. So, is Vietnam benefiting from this fight between China and the U.S.? Of course they are. They're on the manipulation currency list for a third time in a row. And I'm still waiting to hear what kind of, if any, tariffs or any kind of, sanctions are slapped on Vietnam. Right now, they just seem to be going right along and smiling about it, because Trump's a little distracted with everything going on with China, and the fact that he's dealing with the re-election might be why they're getting away with it for this amount of time. But make no doubt about it, it's not going to last long. Right after Trump is re-elected, you can expect them to hurry up and do something about their currency. All right, you guys? Anyways, that's it. And as I brought up earlier, if you don't mind, you don't have to. It's just a suggestion. It's you get a free little half ounce of silver just for saying that you came over from my group. Just tell them Pimpy sent you. So and then they'll know. Just call in. Pimpy sent you, and you could do the order there. They don't have it if you do it on the internet. You have to call in your order. Also remind them that they're supposed to get a Paul Revere for dropping my name, so you get your free half ounce of silver. All right, you guys, I'll leave a link in the description. All right, so if you guys like the video, hit the thumbs up button. And if you haven't already, subscribe, please do so, because it helps out the channel, and I certainly do appreciate it. All right, you guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye.